Hey guys, what's going on? It's Eli, back with another review video, and that's right. Before Lightyear comes out, and just like what I did say with Rescue Rangers, doing another one of these. That's right. I am reviewing, and of course, in celebration of the upcoming new Pixar film Lightyear, I'm reviewing the show Buzz Lightyear of Star Command. One of my jams, for sure. Right next to, of course, the good old days of Sesame Street, some of, the good old days of Disney Channel, you name it. So, yeah. So Buzz Lightyear of Star Command. Man, I have so many fond memories of this from watching the movie, on video and DVD, and, watching the show. Like, my mom had recorded episodes on tape, and I would watch those all the time, and I just have so many good memories of this show. Of course, as we all know, because the cartoon based off of Buzz Lightyear, okay, how do I put this? I guess with the release, with Lightyear, because, it's about, the real-life Buzz Lightyear, while, to assume that the cartoon is based on the real Lightyear, you get my point. And thus, the Buzz Lightyear toys and Buzz Lightyear himself in the Toy Story films, you name it. So, anyways, so Buzz Lightyear Star Command, because, the premise is, of course, Buzz Lightyear, he's a space ranger, and, each episode's, different adventures, and, and with his, with his team, Team Lightyear, Mira Nova, who is a Tangean from the planet Tangea. She can, go through solid objects, can ghost through, walls, objects, you name it. And there's Booster, once a janitor of Star Command, now a space ranger, and XR, the experimental ranger. And sometimes XR would be voiced by, different, XR had two different voice actors. Sometimes he'd be voiced by, I'm pulling it up. Let's see. Okay. Sometimes, yeah, he would have two voice actors, as I said. Well, where is it? There we go. Yeah, okay. Sometimes XR would be voiced by Larry Miller, sometimes he'd be voiced by Neil Flynn. And maybe you couldn't tell the difference, who was voicing XR, Maybe I could, I don't know, if I've seen a voice comparison, or actually paid attention to the episodes where each of them voiced XR, I know I have, but it's been a little while. And, the villains, of course, that they come face-to-face with, and, of course, most notably, the evil Emperor Zurg, voiced by Wayne Knight. Wayne Knight is so good at voicing Zurg in this. He's really great, and not to mention, he previously everybody knows that he was the voice of Al in Toy Story 2, and then he would go on to voice Zurg himself in Buzz Lightyear Star Command. And then, of course, there's Commander Nebula, the commander of Star Command, voiced by Adam Carolla. I think I said that last name right. He had done, some other voice work, too, and, he'd be best known for, say, voicing Death in Family Guy. And he had worked with Jimmy Kimmel a couple of times, like The Man Show. I remember that. Also, the rest of the villains, there's Warp Dark Matter, voiced by Dietrich Bader, once Buzz Lightyear's best friend and partner in Star Command, now, turned to evil, because, one of Star Command's most dangerous enemies, because he's a good guy gone bad. And then there's also Gravitina, who has a big bald head. She has a big crush on Buzz. And Nosferatu, voiced by Craig Ferguson. And, he was created in Zurg's evil lab, and he was named after Nosferatu, the original silent movie vampire. There was XL, the failed attempt, of, being the experimental ranger. and he's the prototype of what would become XR, and he's XR's big bad brother, and, stealing robot parts until he's a, monster piece. Then there's Torque, voiced by Brad Garrett. Zurg gave Torque, clone powers, which allowed him to self-replicate at will. And, Brad Garrett, he was really good as Torque, way to pop the target, sweetheart. And, I think I could do a good Torque impression. And also, there are the Gargantians, who are these tiny little terrorists, all hail Gargantian, and because there have been some episodes where we would see the home planet of the tiny purplish aliens, and the Gargantians. They're these terrorists, and one of their main things, they're best known for, is building replica. Robots that replicate people, and they framed Buzz Lightyear in one episode, and and there was one character that Jon Favreau did a voice in, and I forget, sometimes he would pop up here and there in Buzz Lightyear Star Command, and let me see here he is, Crumford Lorak, So Jon Favreau, he had done some voices in Buzz Lightyear Star Command, and one of the most notable ones that he had kept voicing was Crumford Lorak, and also, Rob Paulsen, Tress MacNeille did voices, Bobcat Goldwatt, I think I'm saying the last name right, I'm so sorry, he voiced XR. Other, Space Rangers, Phil Lamar voiced Rocket Crockett, and also, from Planet Tangia, Mira's father, because her home planet is basically, royalty, that kind of stuff. And legendary actor John O'Hurley voices King Nova, and, if I recall, I think Fred Willard might have done voices. Yes, he did. He voiced Booster's dad, Pa, basically. And I think Ruzi Taylor, the late Ruzi Taylor, she voiced Becky. Is it Booster's mother's? What? Yeah, I believe so. Also, from Planet Tangia, I remember this one episode where Mira is set to be married to Fob Dobler, voiced by Rob Paulsen, and legendary actor David Warner voices Lord Agstrom. I said that right. And what are the name of those, bald head aliens that are on the same planet, too, of Tangia? Moo moo, choo choo, and they can zap, electric or whatever from their heads, something like that. And, and also, one of the best episodes, I think, from Buzz Lightyear Star Command is the Wirewolf episode. Tai Parsec, Space Ranger Tai Parsec. Oh gosh, if hopefully, I'm scrolling through and I can find him on here. No, can't. But so Space Ranger Tai Parsec, he basically, gets turned into Wirewolf after being bitten by Nosferatu. I almost said Nosferatu. And that causes him to turn into a Wirewolf, which is a really cool concept, pretty cool, and, it's, transforms and, wires come out of him, and he's a mechanical beast, a werewolf, basically. That's pretty cool. And, gosh, I know who voices him, but I forget his name, and he's not coming up here. I don't know why he's not. And also Jim Cummings, he did some voices. Clancy Brown, and I totally forgot that the Star Trek cast members, Robert Picardo, Ricardo Montalban and Nichelle Nichols, they did voices. But I forget which episodes they were that had them. Harvey Korman did a voice as well. Like there was that one episode where Buzz and and Team Lightyear, they're underwater, and there's fish people, and Harvey Korman voices this shark. Is he like an ambassador or something? I want to say, I don't know, but Galaris, yeah, I think I said that right. Galaris, who actually later on in the episode turns out to be a traitor, and then also Panchak, who is a redfish, and Buzz thinks that he's the traitor, but nope, Panchak isn't. It's Galaris, and Panchak, voiced by one of the Murray brothers, Brian Dole Murray. He's got that kind of voice, I'm Panchak. Yeah, that's him. Yeah, and also another episode. I think that's a pretty good one. That Eric Idle, Monty Python Monty Python cast member Eric Idle, he does a voice in, and that is the episode where it's all about peace. What is the name of that episode? Yeah, War and Peace and War, and he voices Gazellen, I think I said that right, who's this big head, and he pops up here and there, and let's make peace. And there's that song that I think, not only Eric Idle sang, but I think he wrote it as well. Let's make peace, let's put the bombs away. I remember that very well. And of course, it turns out that it does work at first. Everybody's at peace and nothing's going on, no weapons or anything like that. But only two are kind of against this because they just feel that everything has gone wrong, and Buzz and Zurg are the only two that just are not liking this. And I think, especially for both of them, they're trying to figure out what's really going on, and they do find out that it was all a trap, and Gazellen and these alien species, they were going to vaporize, I guess, Planet Z and the Galactic Alliance, yeah. And of course they are defeated, and that was really cool. It was that one moment where Buzz and Zurg were forced to team up, and that was pretty cool. I kind of do like that when sometimes certain villains and heroes, they are forced to team up, Yeah, and also because Mark Hamill did a voice as well. But I'm not sure if I remember, because he voices a character named Flint. I don't know if I remember that episode. I don't think so. But Haley Joel Osment, he did a voice. And, and there was that one episode where basically, the Team Lightyear and a couple of ambassadors of the Galactic Alliance, they're captured and they're placed in this zoo. These aliens, they capture them, and actually, because... let me get to that episode, because it was, something about... Okay, hold on a second. Yeah, a zoo out there, and, three special voice guests. Well, Frank Welker, he did he doesn't count, only two. Bill Mummy, he voices Eon, I think. It's spelled, the name is spelled E-O-N. And legendary actor Jonathan Harris voices Era. They're these aliens, that they float and claws or whatever, and, they had captured them and put them in a zoo. And then Frank Welker did the third alien with Eon and I lost. Okay, and Era, Epoch, I think that's how you pronounce it, and he just spoke gibberish, stuff like that. And the three of them would reappear again in the next in another episode, which actually it had to do, say, with Buzz and Warp Dark Matter. They are kind of... they're forced to team up, as I recall, and Tag Team, that's the name of that episode, Tag Team. And after a conflict with Warp Dark Matter, Buzz realizes that he has an implant in his neck that cannot be removed. So he is to to the suspended from duty. It is also determined that a similar implant is in Warp Dark Matter's neck. So there's that, and they do come face to face with those 3 aliens. I remember that too. And also, we get in that episode, we get like a backstory basically of Buzz Lightyear and Warp Dark Matter during the Academy days, during the days of the Academy of Star Command. And of course, before the events of the adventure begins. Also, some of the episodes that I can remember, like Gravitina, I didn't talk about Gravitina that much. Like Gravitina was hired by Zurg to throw meteors and destroy Star Command. Buzz has to confront Gravitina. Then in the next episode after that of Gravitina, Gravitina causes Buzz to have a big bulb head, and there was that one. And also, I want to point out, sometimes the animation would be kind of different. Like, I guess the lighting and how it looked. You get my point. Like, it wasn't it was just random. You know what I'm saying? And if you've seen Buzz Lightyear Star Command, you know what I'm talking about. That, I don't know, I guess it was fine. It was okay. After all, because this was in the early 2000s, literally when the 2000s began, and yeah, and even okay, and this show did start around before I was born, but I think it was still continuing just a little bit after I was born. So and also trying to remember, there was something, yeah, I mentioned Wirewolf, Torque, yeah, because some of the episodes with Torque were pretty good, again, his, I think this was the first episode of Buzz Lightyear Star Command where, Torque, he's given the ability to cloak and clone. I said cloak, and then there's one where, at one point, Torque and XL, they team up, and at one point, Booster, he gets infected by something. He transforms into this monster whenever, a Bunzel. He sees a Bunzel. He goes crazy over Bunzels, Bunzel, Bunzel! I remember that a little bit, that episode. Oh, gosh. And there was that one that I had seen, and I know so well on, and, it's that one where, Team Lightyear, they're on vacation, but of course, that's all interrupted by some trouble, and it does focus a lot on, say, XR and Booster, XR accidentally gets Booster into trouble. Booster, he accidentally has Booster become the target, and Jess Harnell, he did a voice. He was the voice of this fish guy. Yeah, he was Jess Harnell. Because it's Jess Harnell, and he was pretty good at that. At playing that fish, and okay. Let me see. I think Large Target. That's it. He voiced Kino Kentrix, this fish guy, and he wants to get Booster, after coming across him at this, gambling place, and kinda, even though it was XR disguised as Booster, he was hitting on Kentrix's girlfriend, and Kentrix puts a bounty on Booster, Warp Dark Matter, and a couple of Hornets are involved. I remember that very well. And also, there was one episode where it had to do, say, with, Zurg created... Zurg's attempt of creating evil clones of Buzz, Mira, and Booster, but he does succeed, but they're little kids. But you know what? They still managed to, them as kids, they still managed to, go after Buzz and the Team Lightyear. And it's funny, at the very end, Zurg tries again of making them, adults, but they become elders. It's funny. Trying to remember. Oh, yeah, and there was that one episode where, it's Roswell, basically, and they, after like Buzz and Team Lightyear save these aliens from, from crashing, or they get them out of there and the saucer crashes, they crash on this planet where the species on the planet are actually like aliens, green aliens with the big eyes, and they think, and to them, like, they're Buzz and Team Lightyear, they're aliens, and it's like Roswell, and it's like 50s look style. You get my point. And Booster befriends this little alien girl, and she names Booster Pickles. It was a pretty good one. And there was a follow-up kind of to that episode where Zurg invades that planet. And I do remember, like, most notably, like, most infamously, I should say, like, Buzz and Zurg, they have like a lightsaber styled fight, and Zurg tricks Buzz into telling him that he's Buzz's father. Yeah, it's funny. And also, like, some of those episodes with and if she's on, like, Doctor, I hope that even Ron Perlman did some voices. What's her face from the Terminator films? She did a voice in Buzz Lightyear Star Command for a couple of episodes. Dr. Jillian, I think that's it. Dr. Jillian, and like, is a doctor on like animals and wild habitats. There were some episodes with that character, and a little romance between the Doctor and Buzz Lightyear. I remember that, and also some episodes where we would have the Madam President with two mouths, and also Cosmo's restaurant. I remember that, and especially one episode where Nosferatu invades and takes over Cosmo's restaurant. Oh, and that one episode where Bugs shrinks down to a size of a bug, and Cosmo's and Team Lightyear, they're trying to kill and defeat the bugs in Cosmo's restaurant, and I remember that very well. And also, Evil Buzz. Two more things to wrap things up. So, last thing to talk about, Evil Buzz from an alternate universe. Zurg. Like, it starts off with Zurg, going into another universe. The whole Galactic Alliance, Star Command destroyed the forces of good by Evil Buzz, and Zurg has Evil Buzz come to his universe and do the same thing. He does succeed at one point, but of course, at the end, things turn out pretty good, and Evil Buzz, at one point, he survives, and that's when, in the next episode with Evil Buzz, we would see him again, and this time, Evil Buzz is with Gravitina. Evil Buzz, at the beginning of the episode, was disguised as this bounty hunter named Shiv Gatal, and did I forget to mention Shiv Gatal? Like, no matter what, like, Shiv Gatal, who could be anybody, and shrouded in his secret identity, shrouded in mysteries, blah, blah, blah. Like, Buzz Lightyear for a while was pretending and disguising himself as Shiv Gatal, and so was Commander Nebula before Buzz, and Evil Buzz was doing that too, those were some pretty good episodes with Evil Buzz. And also, I saved this for last, and everybody considers this probably like the season finale, like the end to the show, and that was Revenge of the Monsters. Nosferatu once again, gains control, like transforming Tai Parsec back into Wirewolf. XL has teamed up with Nosferatu. They take over Planet Z, kicking Zurg out, and and even say Nosferatu had, like, a machine is built and causing, like, and Wirewolf being the main part of this machine and transforming the whole galaxy into wirewolves. It's a pretty good episode, not to mention XL at one point is redeemed, and only Mira and Booster were turned into wirewolves, and everybody else being turned into wirewolves from Star Command, and oh gosh, the LGMs, wow. And did I forget to mention about the LGMs, because the LGMs, they're really good in the show, and especially being voiced by Patrick Warburton. Not to mention that there was an episode where one of the LGMs was kidnapped by Zurg, and three LGMs joined Team Lightyear to save their little friend, basically. You know, destroy Zurg! But back to Revenge of the Monsters, and Nosferatu is defeated for good by Wirewolf, and Tai Parsec is back to himself again, no more transforming into Wirewolf after wearing this necklace with one piece of the green moon that was turning Tai into Wirewolf, but of course it was blown up. And again, because Nosferatu managed to gain a piece of the green moon, and yeah, so there's that. And XL at the end, because he's now part of Star Command again, and oh yeah, and another episode, like, I think this was one of the last episodes of Buzz Lightyear Star Command, and even though, say, and I think so too, like, people consider Revenge of the Monsters the grand finale of Buzz Lightyear Star Command, one episode that was one of the last ones was 42, and, you know, the Star Cruiser 42, Buzz Lightyear ship, comes to life, and XR, you know, has, you know, they, like, I guess, yeah, XR and 42, they start a relationship, but while that's going on, these, like, what are they, Vikings, or, like, Viking women? I don't know, I forget what they're supposed to be, but, yeah, Team Lightyear faces off against them, so there's that, and, yeah. But, to wrap things up, and in closing, Buzz Lightyear Star Command was a great show for its time. I still wish that Disney would release this and put this on Disney+. Come on! And why is it being ignored? Why is Disney, and for that matter, Pixar, why are they ignoring this show? There's a lot of people like myself that still remember and love this show and want it to be on Disney+. And for everybody that had signed the petition, you know, and added in, you know, the requester, you know, of Disney+, requesting for that to be on there, yeah. I mean, we'll just have to wait and see. And even say with the release of Lightyear, who knows still at this time. But to wrap things up, how do I rate Buzz Lightyear Star Command? Obvious, 10 out of 10. Buzz Lightyear Star Command, as I said, was one of my jams, and, you know, I think it was a great, you know, 2D animated Disney show, and all about Buzz Lightyear, you name it. And even though I didn't talk about every single episode, you know, I mean, well, basically, because they're all great, you know? They're all great, of course, you know? I could think of a few, you know, like XR, Mira, and Booster, they're mutated together. Buzz Lightyear wakes up thinking that he's in the future, although it was all a trap, and, you know, it was all Zurg's doing. Yeah, so anyways, in closing, Buzz Lightyear Star Command, 10 out of 10. Love this show, and I hope I hope it'll come to Disney+, hopefully. And what about you guys? Have you ever seen Buzz Lightyear Star Command? What did you think of my review? Leave comments and give this review a like as always. I hope you guys enjoyed my review of the Buzz Lightyear Star Command TV show. More reviews coming your way. They're gonna be awesome. Keep looking forward, and I'll see you guys in the next video/review. Take care, peace out, and to infinity and beyond.